Right, folks, welcome back to Pete's Investing. It's the 8th of May, 2024. This is the gold, silver, Bitcoin, and US dollar update. And as you can see there, gold, silver, and Bitcoin have all risen slightly since our last update, and the US dollar has declined. On the heat map, you can see there in the middle table there, on the monthly, weekly, daily heat map, we're still bullish on all instruments. There's a bit of a mixture there on the weekly, and on the daily, we're predominantly neutral, with the exception of gold. It's short, so we'll see where they're going on the daily. So we might see a change either way. So first, looking at gold on the monthly, you can see there we've got a bearish divergence still in play, possibly just starting. So the highs on the CCI declining versus higher highs on the price. We need to see that start pulling back if this divergence is to work out. Otherwise, if the CCI keeps rising higher than that point, it'll invalidate the divergence. But at the moment, it could be the very early stages of a pullback. So just be careful about going long. It's on the monthly. On the weekly, there's no divergence. You can see the CCI is moving in tangent with the price, so there's no divergence. But it's broken down into the moving averages of the moving average band on the CCI. And the price is still above the moving averages of the price chart, but just be careful. We need to see this break above the moving averages of the CCI to be more bullish. So this could be the start of a potential retrace. On the daily, you can see here, we've also got a bearish divergence, lower highs on the CCI versus higher highs on the price, and that's actually come down and touched our target area. It's between the 23 and the 38% level of this bigger Fibonacci range. So it's already touched it, so theoretically could actually bounce from here. But you can notice also on the CCI it's still declining, and it's just about to enter that moving average band. So if that breaks above that moving average band, then that'll be a bullish signal on the daily chart at least. But at the moment it looks like it's declining, so just be careful about going long again. On the hourly chart, with no divergence currently, but notice back here, since our last video, we did have a bullish divergence versus lower lows on the price. And the price did bounce, and that would have gone beyond 100% or about the 100% retrace level of that Fibonacci range. So it depends on where you draw the Fibonacci's, and I like to take it back to the previous highs in this case, before that divergence started. So just be careful. That's currently breaking and going sideways on the CCI. Likewise the price, but it's broken above the moving averages of both the price and the CCI. So a slight bullish movement on the 1 hour chart. Next, we've got silver. Now, this is the monthly chart for silver. Now, you'll notice here the CCI is actually breaking slightly, almost at the same level as the open. So that could be a double top on the CCI, and likewise almost a double top on the price chart again on the monthly. For this to work, we need to see the CCI drop from here, and likewise we need to see the price also drop. So this could be a double top in both, double top divergence if you like. If the CCI breaks higher, and that'll invalidate the divergence. So just be careful about this one. Silver looks like it may possibly break to the downside. We'll keep an eye on that on the monthly. On the weekly, however, we've got this, it's been moving sideways on both the price and the CCI, and the CCI is actually broken into that moving average band, but similar to gold, but notice the price is above the moving averages of the price chart. So again, we need to see this bounce and break higher to be more bullish on the weekly at least. And on the daily, that's already broken below the moving averages on the CCI. And we did have a slight bullish movement there. Did we have a bullish divergence? No, we didn't. So this goes back some time. You can see there the price was moving in line with the CCI. So no divergence at the moment to talk of on the daily. On the 1 hour chart, we had a bullish divergence back here. Higher lows versus lower lows on the price. That was a bullish divergence. And if we had drawn a Fibonacci back to that level, you can see there it's almost gone past the 60% roughly. Let's draw a Fibonacci on this one just to demonstrate. So if we take it to that high, you can see that it's broken up past the 61%. That's a key area to look out for. So this could go either way. It's gone past 61%, and more often than not it continues to the upside, but in this case it could possibly collapse, so we don't know yet. Keep an eye on it. But at the moment, the price is pretty much moving sideways, and the CCI and the price are broken below their moving averages. You can see there the moving average band is very narrow. That's a uncertain or a neutral positioning on the divergence. Next, we've got the US dollar basket on the monthly chart. Now, between these two peaks on the CCI, you'll notice that one's slightly lower in that peak there versus the price has got high highs on the price chart, and it's a bearish divergence. Now it started to decline. If I was to draw a minimal target area, I'll take it back to probably that below there and see how far. So you can see that it's already hit the 23-38% level, and we need to look out for it. At the moment it's moving sideways. It could have already done its and completed its divergence, and it could actually start moving to the upside. You'll notice the CCI is bullish ever so slightly, and so is the price chart. On the weekly, again, notice the CCI is moving in tangent with the price, so no divergence, although it's above the moving averages, which is a bullish sign. But again, it's pulling back a bit, and it may actually break to the downside or into that moving average band in the short term. So just be wary of that on the weekly. And on the daily, we've got a bearish divergence here versus pretty much a double top on the price, and it's actually pulled back. And I'd say that's already hit the minimum target level. So if I was to draw a Fibonacci on that point there, between there and there, you can see there the 23%, 38% has already hit that target, and it's now possibly bouncing up from there. So again, it's a minimum target range, and over 90% of the time it hits this target range as a pullback, but sometimes it goes a lot lower, even beyond the 100% level. So just be mindful when you're trying to read these divergence and target areas. Don't get too greedy. I like to look at those, and I don't trade these divergence targets. I use these as a potential area to get out of trades. If I'm going, in this case, if I'm going long, I like to get out of the trade especially when it shows a bearish divergence. But in particular, when it breaks into the moving average band, I would have got out of this trade if I was going long during this period. On the 1 hour chart, you can see there it's already entered into the moving average band. The CCI is moving in tangent with the price. So although the price is still higher than moving average on the price chart, the CCI has broken into that band, so possibly weakening. So we'll see how it goes. It could just be a little bit of a retrace like it did back here before bouncing, or it could actually fall further. So again, there's no guarantee where it's going to go. And there was no divergence during this period. Bitcoin on a monthly is not giving us much of a CCI, so we can't really tell if there's a divergence or not, but you can see here it's above the moving average band, that's bullish. And likewise, the price is making new highs on the monthly. On the weekly, again, it's been going sideways on the CCI for some time before breaking to the upside. And now it's broken into the moving average band, so it's starting to weaken. So again, be careful about going long. The weekly is showing a pullback. And if that starts, and it's already broken below that moving average band, so indicated by this color on the price chart, it's already bearish. And the next step will be see how it goes. It may actually bounce from there, but we're not sure at the moment. It doesn't guarantee anything. We did have a bearish divergence back here. You can see there versus higher highs in the price, and it fell off. And in this case, if I was to draw a Fibonacci, going back to that level, let's just draw that now to that high. If I zoom in, you can see there, it actually easily hit the 23-38%, and it went below the 61%, which is always a key area to look out for. In this case, it bounced probably around the 70-80% level, and it bounced from there. So again, positive move on Bitcoin for the weekly. On the daily, it actually has broken to the downside. Notice there's a bearish divergence here, lower highs versus double top on the price chart, and it's actually falling off. It's already hit our target area, 23-38%, and this could possibly go lower. You can see there the CCI is still dropping. No sign of a break to the upside yet. So that's a bearish outlook for the daily chart at least. And on the hourly, you can see there's no divergence. The CCI is moving pretty much in line with the price chart, and they're both declining at the moment. So more weakening on the hourly chart as well. Just something to notice as well, these little very slight bullish movements, there's a bullish divergence there versus double bottom on the price. These very short ones often have a very major impact on the price movement. In this case, it did that exactly. You can see there it's gone up to around the 100% retrace level to that previous high there. And that is typical of these little small divergence, whether it's bullish or bearish. So just take note of that. Sometimes they can be very fruitful in terms of trading. No guarantee, of course. There's never a guarantee in trading. But just to highlight, I've noticed that a lot more. When there's small divergence like these ones, they're a lot more impactful. But again, no guarantee of any of these. They're just in terms of probability, that's what we're looking at.
To support us more, go to the Patreon page where we look at weekly scans of bullish shares. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.